All right, so we have compound inequalities. So two inequalities join. The words and or are called compound inequalities. And I just took a little bit of a snip pick from the last section's chart. And this would be how you would have the inequality. This would be the interval notation. This would be your graph, and this would be in words. The other way you could write this would be like this. So A is less than X and X is less than B. So that's using the word and, or you could have it where it's kind of like sandwich style. So let's just go ahead and start to solve. So example number 1 says X is less than 7, which is less than 2, and 2X plus 1 is less than 9. So basically what you do is you solve the two inequalities as if you solve each one, and then I'll show you how to graph them. So let's go ahead and start off with this left one. We could go ahead and remember our goal is to isolate the x, so we could add 7 to both sides, and we get x is less than 10. And then I'm just going to write the word and right next to it, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the other one. So I could subtract 1, and then I get 2x is less than 8. I'm going to have to divide by 2, and I get x is less than 4. Now I'm going to clean this up a little because it's all crammed in there. So x is less than 10, and x is less than 4. Alright, and so let's go ahead and graph this. I'm going to graph this one in red, and then I'll just graph this one in blue. So I'm going to start off with maybe 3. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start with the blue one. So you're going to have an open circle on top of 4, and it says x is less than 4, so that goes this way. And then I'm going to graph the other one in red, so that says an open circle at 10, and it says x is less than 10, so it also goes this way. So the word and, so remember that word, it means overlap. So your solution is the overlap. And so in this case, here's where the overlap, and maybe I'll do that in orange. And then it should be an open circle. So that's my solution. And we're going to go ahead and write that in interval notation. So remember, this is negative infinity, so it starts at negative infinity and it goes all the way to 4 with an open bracket because there was an open circle there. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So we have, this is now like a sandwich style, so 2 is less than 4 minus x, which is less than 7. So your goal is still to isolate that x, but in the middle now. So what you're going to do is we're going to go ahead and subtract 4 to all 3 parts of the inequality. So you get negative 2 is less than negative x, which is less than 3. And then because I have negative x in there, I have to multiply it by negative 1. But whatever you do to this one, you also have to do to the other one. So we're going to multiply it by negative 1. So that gives us 2 over here. Since I'm multiplying it by a negative number, I have to flip the sign. X and then negative 3. And usually when we have these sandwich styles, we want our arrows to point to the left and not the right. So I'm just going to rewrite this. You start off with negative 3 over here. And you make sure your arrows are pointing to the exact same numbers. So over here, pointing to the x, pointing to the 3. Yep, that's what it's doing down here. And then we're going to go ahead and graph that. So we need from -3 all the way up to 2. And then here we would have, so here we could actually go back up to our chart here. And since it actually was this sandwich style, we could just go ahead and graph in between those two numbers. So you start at -3. You have an open parentheses because there's not an underline there. And then you end at 2 with an open circle again because it doesn't have an underline, and that would be our graph. And then if you look back at the chart, the interval notation would be from -2 to 2 with parentheses on both sides because of the open circles. Alright, so those were our and statements. Now we have or. So the word or in this definition means one or the other or both. So in other words, it could basically be any. So we're going to go ahead and solve 5x minus 3 is less than or equal to 10, or x plus 1 is less than 5. So same thing, we'll basically solve each inequality. So add 3 to the other side for the first inequality. And then we get 13 less than 5, less than 5. So that's approximately 2 point something. So I'm going to go ahead and take a calculator. Alright, so it's approximately 2.6. And then I'm going to go ahead and solve the other one. So subtract 1 to the other side. I get x is greater than or equal to 4. And then I'll just bring it down here. So we could go ahead and graph each one. I'll graph this one in that color, and then I'll graph the other one in black. So we're going to start off with 1, and then go all the way to 5. So let's start off with the black one, so 2.6, and then you're going to put a closed circle, and we're going to go ahead and do it's less than, so it's going to be going to the left. X is less than 2.6. And then for the other one, it's a closed circle at 4. And then it's saying x is greater than or equal to, so now it's this way. So for this one, you basically take the union of all of it, so both of those would be your answer. So if you wanted to go ahead and shade it a different color, you can. And then for the notation, the interval notation, that would be negative infinity, infinity. So we're going to go ahead and start on the left. Remember, we always start on the left for interval notation. From negative infinity, and then stops at 2.6 with the bracket, but then there's a space in between. So we say u for the union, and then it starts at 4 to infinity. So that would be our interval notation. Alright, let's go ahead and do one more. So again, we're going to solve both of these individually. So I'll solve the first one. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. And then I get 2 here. Divide by -2, which means I have to flip the sign. And then I'm going to go ahead and solve for the other one. So here I could divide by 6 on both sides. And I get x is less than 0. So or x is less than 0. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and graph this. So we'll start off with -2, -1, 0, and 1. So let's start off with the black. So x is less than 0. So you're going to have a open circle there, and it's saying less than, so it's going to go this way. And then for the green one, it's saying x is greater than -1. So you're going to go ahead and put a circle there. And then it says x is greater than 1, so it's going to go to the right. And so remember, this is saying the union of everything. So if you take everything, it would basically be all the way from -infinity to +infinity because it's going forever on both sides. So the interval notation is actually from -infinity to +infinity. And remember, for infinity, you never put brackets, you always put parentheses.